Ah, ¿será que mi micrófono sirve ahí?
Ah, míralo en ajustar nivel de micrófono.
Ah, no, pero ahí sí me va,
No, no.
papá.
Ahí tanto sí.
¿Sí que?
Si hablas en el gameplay.
Segura.
Que sí, hombre, papi.
Métete a mi canal, quiero escucharme. Pila pues, hombre. ¿Ah? ¿Me escucho?
Espérate.
Pila pues porque va a empezar y mis seguidores están esperando mi voz. Pup, la tortuga turquesa.
No me apareció.
Ay, hijo de madre, ya ni me acuerdo dónde me quedé muchas. Bueno, aquí hablé con este tipo y me dijo que zacateas.
Adelantaste
I lived long enough to see them wet boot boys get what's coming to them.
Ahora no sirve mi palanca, vos. Ahí está. Interroga a los locales, pero si esta ya me dijo.
¿Así se escucha? ¿Se escucha?
Gracias.
I think I'm losing my mind.
No sé qué está pasando con mi control.
I should just run
Welcome
for
back. Did you find what you were after?
I can't say I have. Are you sure no one else came into your bar before I arrived?
Hey, I told you, you were the only other stranger I've had.
Tom, talk to me about the visit from your old friend, William.
Yes, Will came by tonight, but he's not my friend anymore.
I need to find him. It's a matter of urgency. Do you know where he is?
You could try his boat. It's up by the North Pier. He
Mercado
sleeps there
Norte.
when he's too drunk to get home.
Please describe him to me.
What do you expect? He's a tall, sick bastard with a bad rash and torn
Capullo
old
santos.
clothes. William used to be strong. Now he's a mess.
Thank you, Tom.
If you see him, tell him I don't want him back here unless he cleans up his act, okay?
Bueno.
I will get to the bottom of this intrigue.
Dice el que
What's
me
been
quiero
done
dormir.
to me, to this city.
Únase a la flota real hoy mismo. Ahí está mi... Está muerto.
The body is still warm. This man has just been drained of blood. What's this? Some sort of note. This man was armed. He tried to defend himself. This corpse has been dried of its blood, just like the previous victim.
El mismo Vampyr.
Blood and empty gin bottles. This bishop fellow is something of a heavy drinker. There are blood splats on the other side of the canal. I must reach that barge.
Puchi, ¿cómo voy a llegar hasta allá? Y me monto uno de estos botes, vos. Desde el embarcadero. Ja.
enter.
I cannot enter. Tarjeta del enemigo. Presiona L3 para detectar a los enemigos a tu alrededor y mostrar su tarjeta de enemigo. Algunos enemigos son más resistentes a determinado tipo de daños. Hay 4 tipos de resistencias: física, lucha cuerpo a cuerpo de largo alcance, poderes, sangre, sombra. Naranja indica una resistencia media. Rojo indica una resistencia alta. Ah, tu queso. Tengo que matar primero al otro, ¿va? Puchica, pero ellos tienen pistolas, mano. Yo no tengo pistolas. Ah, creo que sí tengo una.
¿No te gastaste las balas, ve?
Vamos, vamos, vamos. La muerte no es algo perverso. El verdadero castigo sería jamás sentir su dulce beso. Bien tenebroso. ¡Pilas, pues! ¿Quedó trabado o qué? Fuímonos. Ahí estás. De verdad que yo creo que la vez pasada me sacó el juego, fíjate vos. Pero raro este juego. Ah, reviví.
Shut that foolish mouth of yours.
Steady, boys, we've got one of them! Kill it! Kill you!
Look at it! Big bugger!
Puchica. Ay. Ay. Ja. A menudo las ratas se encuentran cerca de los escondites. El uso de sentidor L3 te ayudará a encontrarlas fácilmente. Left 3.
This is despicable.
This is despicable.
Fresh blood. The whole building reeks of it. The scent is so strong it makes me dizzy.
Necesito un trago. Armas para usar con las manos. Equipa un arma para usar con dos manos y presiona triángulo para usar esta habilidad especial. La guadaña, por ejemplo, puede usarse para la defensa en un ataque inminente y causar un daño importante si se utiliza a tiempo.
Bloodshed.
Gracias.
Please, let go.
This creature is bedeviled. I must put it down.
Tómala, papá. Ah. Tómala, William. Quieto. Hello.
Buenas.
Buenas.
Yo soy la persona que le interesa la refri que estás vendiendo. Por favor, me dice la dirección que quiero pasar mañana como a las 11 a buscarlo.
Ah, vaya. ¿Se la envío otra vez?
Sí, envíeme exactamente, envíemela por escritura porque así yo quiero saber porque mañana a las 9 vamos a estar en Boca del Monte buscando un comedor de 4 sillas.
Ah, va, ¿está bien?
A ver, ¿ustedes están cerca?
Sí, estamos cerca de Boca del Monte.
¿A cuántos metros? Ay, ¿cuánto?
Ah,
Más o menos para nosotros saber.
si mucho, unos 10 minutos.
10 minutos de ahí.
Ajá.
Ah, bueno, pues entonces por ese número podemos localizarlo cuando lleguemos allá a Boca del Monte.
Así es.
Ah, bueno, pues con su nombre, por favor.
Minor Díaz.
Marino.
Minor Díaz.
Ah, Minor. Pues
Ah.
está bien entonces, Minor.
Gracias.
Muchas gracias, Dios te bendiga.
Igualmente.
Voy a contactar para...
Puchica, ¿qué dice mi billetera? Ah,
Accidentes personales, IRCDP 100. Seguros Universales, buenas tardes, ¿no se lo vaya, ¿sale?
buen día, para poner una cita con un doctor, por favor.
Con gusto. Clínica Sana. Salud al alcance de todos. Agradecemos la confianza en nuestros servicios.
Ah, muy bien, continuamos. Ah, comemos. Tómala. Ay, madre, ¿qué pasó con el volumen? ¡Ay! Ah, ¿cómo así? Tómala, tómala, tómala. ¡Ay! Vamos a chupar sangre. ¡Tómala! No. Ah, no, hombre. ¡Pum! ¡Ay! ¡No! 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 ¡Déjate pegar! ¡Oh! ¡Sangre! Eso. ¡Llénate, llénate! ¡Hala! No se llenó. Eso. ¡Ay, mi madre! William Bishop. El Señor es mi pastor. Porra usada. $99 de daños. Y se me olvidó ver cómo se usaba. Revisemos a la víctima.
William was an honorable man. I could have saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
We knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must
¡Ey, viene!
stray without me.
Ay, güey, madre.
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by scalp?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you like me? Can you help me?
I believe so. I already have.
¡Ay! ¿Lo viste, mano?
By George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders. Patience, good fellows, I've come to offer help. Just give me a moment to secure my boat. We can leave this awful place. William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed his drink. This man requires medical attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital. No, please, I almost tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
There, sir. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful. I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me.
This poor creature can't be my maker. Could it be some subspecies of vampire? I must find a place to analyze the blood.
Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? What... Who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back. But I will tell you she values her privacy. Were London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it! I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again, from a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
Of that, you are right.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother.
Sin embargo, eso fue antes de que se me presente este problema. Dr. Reed.
The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Pembroke Hospital.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane. for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy.
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes. Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
Llevarme a un hospital, entrar al hospital Pembroke. Quítense mucha.
We'll have a word in my office later, Jonathan.
Ah, es aquel. Están curando acá. No sé por qué momentos que no sirven. Ah.
Rotten old prison. Each heart contains life. Drink at this river. Try it. Oh, come on, you bastard. I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse!
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
All right, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
No. Ah. Mesmerizar. Para beber la sangre de tu presa primero, mesmerizarla para que se aleje de la vista de los demás. Tu nivel de mesmerización debe ser igual o mayor a la resistencia del ciudadano. Sigue el camino rojo para atraer a tu...
the back, you bastard! Didn't have the guts to fuck me. Fuck you. I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
I've little time to play hide-and-seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I apologize, nurse. I needed some time to myself. This has been the longest and strangest night of my life.
You delivered poor Mr. Hampton from a terrible fate. The means to that end should be of little concern, Doctor.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
I would like to ask a few questions first. And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in, how does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
If you could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
Second floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
Thank you, Nurse Crane. Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research. It's locked. It's locked, all right. This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
Maté a uno ya.
I cannot enter. It's locked. I cannot enter. Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
How would you describe the situation at Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever. Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic was worse?
¿Qué onda, Vampyr?
What if in the end, nobody was
¿Hay
spared?
alguien conectado?
You must get a hold of yourself, nurse.
Sorry, I'm exhausted. No one has any idea when this epidemic will be over.
How long have you been a nurse?
Well, long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
You'd be surprised what dedication can achieve, Nurse Hawkins. In medicine, sometimes we're just a test result away from a miracle.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
I'm all right.
But in the circumstances, I'm willing to give you the best.
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
What do you think of your reception here? Any complaints?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived. But we had no other choice, considering the state of emergency.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
What can you tell me about yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Not much to say. Just take care of my Mortimer and I'll cover all the expenses. That's all that matters.
Are you really that rich? Most of the patients here are of a more humble origin, if I may say so.
Yes, thanks to my husband. May he rest in peace. I can cover any needed medical expenses.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick. Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I help at all?
No.
Really? Why are you here, then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
Why did your mother have you hospitalized here? She seems convinced this is a bad hospital.
My mother just wants the best for me. She won't rest while I'm here. She'd go all the way to hell and back to help me.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I'm sure you realize a doctor and his patient have to communicate, sir. Would it help if I gave you some paper and a pen?
Not really.
I see. Then maybe it's not just your throat that hurts, Mr. Goswick. Perhaps your sore throat is just the consequence of something more hurtful.
Yes, maybe. But I don't want to talk or even write about it now.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Don't waste your time. time with me. Good evening, sir. Doctor.
You always knew the words to calm the children. As for me, what a blundering idiot.
Huh?